Welcome back to another episode of the off season. This workout was amazing, one, but with the camera in my face, it's really hard to kind of like focus on both. So I had a lot of clips that I had to throw away because, man, like I was just yapping towards the end because I really want to bring you guys value, but I cannot. It's very hard to do that in this session because, I'm just thinking about the fact that I got fifth at San Antonio. You know what I mean? So the fact that I got fifth and it's like, okay, and then why I'm doing this and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, I just want to go in there and handle business. So that's what I did. I threw away all the yapping clips, and now you just have the raw training clips. So I'll just give you the session layout, and I'll just yap for the next 10 minutes, possibly if I can figure out how to do that. So we have 8 movements, around 19 sets in total. I just pulled that number out of my ass, to be honest with you, because I didn't really count them. So we have 3 sets of incline press, 2 sets of the flat press, 3 sets of shoulder press, 2 sets of dip, 2 sets of flies, 3 sets of lateral raise, and then 2 tricep movements, 3 sets each of the tricep extension and overhead extension. So right now I'm doing like a push, pull, rest, legs, rest split. It works well training everything 5 days because I really wanted to bump up my frequency rather than training everything once a week, especially since everything needs to come up anyway. I stepped on stage at San Antonio like how many weeks ago? Probably like 6, 7, 8 weeks ago at 180. I could have been a lot more conditioned in my opinion. Was full as a house, but a lot more conditioning needs to happen the next time I step on a pro stage. So let's say I should have stepped on stage at like, I don't know, 178-ish. And my weight cap's 204 at 5'9". So I have a considerable amount of weight to put on before I even step on stage again. So we're taking the next year and a half, 2 years, or until I'm absolutely ready to be a contender at the Olympia, because that's the end goal. I'm not coming here just to win basic shows. I'm coming here to win the whole thing. And that's the goal, and I'm striving for it. But if I, land, what's the saying? You shoot for the stars, but if you land in the clouds, like, you still went somewhere rather than stay grounded on earth. Another quote that I had in my notes, let's see if I can remember this, but it was like, I'd rather die as Godzilla than live my life as a toad. To live like my fullest life as, Godzilla and go off in a blazing glory of fire and stuff and brimstone, then live my life and wonder what if I didn't make that jump. Same thing with YouTube. Like, live my life. I'm like, what if I didn't give this my all? And that's the thing. I'm trying, and it's very hard to do this. Some people have it. And I love it for them. Me, I don't like yapping like that, especially in between my sessions. So it's still trying to find the dichotomy and a balance so I can bring value to you guys. Let's see. So a question that came up on my Q&A on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Kirhee Cooper. But it was talking about mental health, and it was weird because I had another competitor named Kenny hit me up, and he was like, "Hey man, like, how's your mental health?" Which is like crazy because no one ever asked me in my life, "How's my mental health?" And I also got a question saying like, "Hey, like, how do you deal with mental health?" And the best way I can kind of put it gently was, dude, like, I don't really care. I don't care, because I'm walking with Jesus. That was just like the premise of it. But to dive in further, right? And I alluded to this in the video where I have things to do. I have people to take care of. I have a mission to accomplish. Being in the military, dude, like, if your best friend dies right next to you, you can't sit there and sulk. You got to finish the mission, bro. You got to keep pushing. So that's the same thing with life. I got to put food on the table. If I lose a leg, guess what? I still got to put food on the table. And then also the fact that, if I broke any of you guys' legs and, you have family in the house and I set the house on fire, you're going to do anything in your power to make sure that, everyone gets out of there safely, including yourself. It doesn't mean that you didn't care about your physical health. You just have something much more important to kind of take your mind away from that. And that's kind of how I view mental health. It's very important. If I have to talk about my feelings to anybody, I have my foxhole brothers. I can go to Gabriel and we can talk about anything that's bothering me. And if you feel like you can't, I pray that you do find a circle and people that, you feel comfortable talking about your, emotions, feelings, or whatever you're going through, your trials and tribulations. But they also give you the reassurance that, one, they remind you who you are. You're made out of the image of God. And also, like, dude, you're a badass, dog. Like, you cannot not handle this, and give you that encouragement, and also give you, ways to fix it. So that's my prayer for you. Sorry, I'm like also got a cold, dude. Check this out. So I was kind of sick, and the military, we have to take flu shots every year. And, I was slightly nasally. I thought it was allergies or something. But dog, I've been like coughing up a storm and mucusy, all sick and stuff. And it's always like after I take the flu shot, I'm just destroyed. And this year was no different. This year was no different at all. Oh, one more thing that I don't want to say bothered me, but I think people need a little bit more clarity is your relationship with food. So I was watching the podcast with Ron Partlow, Dusty, and Scott, the producer. I forgot the name of it. I think it's Think Big. But anyway, they was basically talking about your balance with food and how a lot of people are very strict nowadays in terms of like, oh, I never eat off plan. And Dusty says something that was revolutionary, that it's the ultimate discipline to get off plan and be able to reel yourself back into plan when needed. And I had this young man hit me up and he was like, oh, like, you eat cookies? And I'm like, yeah, I eat cookies, bro. Like, it's a cookie. It's not like this evil thing that I'll just like, gain 20 pounds of fat. And then, yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm going to try it. And then he texted me the next morning and he was like, I ate my cheat meal and I felt like I was going to throw up. And I was like, ooh, like, why would you do that? That doesn't even sound like comfortable. That doesn't sound good at all. And he was like, I didn't force it. It just happened. So especially for my young guys out there, like, food is not the enemy. Eat your cookies, eat your ice cream. We went to the peach cobbler factory today, me, my wife, and my daughter. And I had the banana, like Oreo banana pudding. It was absolutely amazing. But I put it down and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's rest day. I got to eat the rest of my food. You know what I mean? Like, it's the game's not over. Same thing here. Don't eat until you have to throw up. Go out, have something, chill out, and then get back on plan. Because that's like borderline eating disorder, to be honest with you. I'm no expert, but that doesn't sound healthy at all. So yeah, all right, cool. I'm done yapping. Nothing really instructional about this push workout. All basic movements. It's been my last push training session for the past like 2-3 weeks, ever since I really started to feel more comfortable with pushing weight in the gym. And I love it. I might tinker with, having a push A, push B, but TBD, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna run this into the ground, and then, if I need to make an adjustment, I will. But I really want to stay disciplined to my training programs and my training schedule, and actually taking my rest days, because that's my biggest red flag. I hate rest days, and today was rest day, so I did a really good job of sitting my black ass down and doing this video. So I talked for the entire thing. That's lovely. It seems like this might be a new format that I might have to pull out. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys want to see. A full day of eating or something outside the gym, I'm down. But yeah, you guys stay blessed. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll catch y'all later.